A heavy iron door slams shut. For banker Andy Dufresne, this sound marks the start of 2 consecutive life sentences, a physical boundary made permanent. This is the Ohio State Reformatory. Within these stone walls, the system works to erase the individual. Authorities confiscate a person's name, assign them a number, and force their consciousness into a repetitive, crushing present. After 50 years inside, the system produces Burke's Hatland. He knows how to exist in a stone box, but he cannot navigate a mid-century grocery store. The noise and the choices of the free world are so alien that they leave him paralyzed. Red Redding survives by embracing an entirely different strategy, a deep, adaptive cynicism. He believes that wanting anything beyond the walls is a liability that can drive a man insane. In an environment engineered to destroy your sense of the future, refusing to let go is total defiance of the system. Andy Dufresne's response to Shawshank is to retreat entirely. He doesn't scream or rage against the bars. Instead, he locks his mind in a space the guards cannot reach. This quietness is a conservation of energy. Andy is beginning a strategic war against the prison's philosophy, and he understands that the first requirement is to remain unnoticed. He secures his first victory on a tar roof. By trading his financial expertise for a few buckets of icy beer, he allows his fellow inmates to sit in the sun and feel for 20 minutes like free men. He goes further by barricading himself in the warden's office to play Mozart over the loudspeakers. For a moment, the music dissolves the mental walls of every man in the yard. These small moments of dignity prove that a physical cage only works if you allow it to occupy your mind. This timeline from 1947 to 1967 shows his strategy, the compounding power of daily effort. Single actions look insignificant, but over 20 years, the impact becomes unstoppable. He writes weekly letters to fund the library. Eventually, the sheer volume stacks up. His ultimate project is even slower. Faced with these layered iron bars and solid concrete, he spends 7,000 nights chipping away with a rock hammer the size of a toothbrush. Pop culture is his camouflage. A portrait of Rita Hayworth hides his labor. Replaced by Raquel Welch, it marks years spent toward a single goal. Patience is the one thing the institution cannot regulate. A quiet man making microscopic progress every day will eventually dismantle any structure. The physical escape requires crawling through 500 yards of foul sewage pipe during a thunderstorm, a visceral passage through the prison's own waste. He stands in the downpour, clean for the first time in 2 decades. This moment is the calculated result of 7,000 nights of silent labor. Using a fabricated identity, he walks up to a mid-century bank teller and drains the corrupt financial empire he built for the warden. He mails the warden's ledgers to the press. As these printing press gears spin, the institution that tried to erase him is forced to reckon with its own crimes. True freedom isn't just leaving a building. It is the ability to turn the system's own weight against itself. After 40 long years, Red is paroled. He faces the same disorientation that broke Brooks, standing on the edge of a world that has moved on without him. But Andy left him a clear destination. The promise of a box buried under an oak tree gives Red reason to keep moving, turning a terrifying freedom into a purpose. Red breaks his parole to find the blue water and limitless horizon of Zihuatanejo. The gray routine of the prison is replaced by the open air of the Pacific. Andy's journey suggests that the most difficult walls to scale aren't made of stone. They are the habits and the fears that keep us stationary in a stagnant job or a toxic connection. Andy Dufresne's project proves that even the most rigid circumstances have a flaw. They cannot account for a person who makes microscopic, silent progress every single day. If you keep chipping away, the walls will eventually give.